So the big question is this. How were two women who didn't cheat and purchase a gym franchise model, how were they able to spread their mission and purpose by empowering and transforming hundreds of women's lives through fitness, nutrition, mindset, and accountability with a micro gym business model of women only? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. We are Lady Strong Fitness.
What's up, guys? This is Marciea here with another episode of Lady Strong Fitcast, and today I have a very special guest, Jenifer Josefowicz. Jen has been a part of Lady Strong Fitness for 3+ years, and during that process, you have lost a total of how much weight?
Since Lady Strong Fitness?
Yes.
20 pounds.
That is awesome. Yeah, 20 pounds. So we're going to dive into Jen's story, and we'll kind of get started by Jen. Let the audience know a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, my name is Jen. I've been, like you said, with Lady Strong Fitness for a little over 3 years. I came to Lady Strong after doing a year of keto where I lost 70 pounds, and that kind of started my fitness journey. And that's where I'm at now.
So what prompted you to want to join Lady Strong Fitness?
But I found it on Facebook. It was close to home. When I went to the first class, I love the class structure, the instructors. I just like the whole setup of the workouts.
Yeah. So how often, let these ladies know, how often do you work out per week?
4 to 5 times a week.
So it's really consistent. For those of you that don't know Jen, she works out very consistent. So not only that, in regards to your nutrition now, I know right now you're in transition, but tell them a little bit about, since working with myself and Leah, by the way, for those of you that don't know, Jen is on our highest tier program, which is our premier program. So she has access to 12 PT sessions per month alongside 12 group classes. So let's back up because we're going on 2 months now and doing the premier program. So since doing the premier program, you've lost how much weight?
15 pounds today.
That's awesome. And then you also have access to the Avatar Nutrition, which holds you accountable with your nutrition. During the 2 months, let's talk about that. Like, how has that been for you? Let the audience know, it's just not fitness, right? You work out not only consistently in the gym, but you also are held responsible for your nutrition.
So that was always like a point of stress for me. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to pick my meals. I don't know how to meal plan. But in the last 2 months, I've learned a lot. It's become more fun than stressful. Sunday or Saturday nights is my day to go shopping, and I just plan out my week, and it just is easy to meet my macros because I've already had it planned out at the beginning of the week.
There's one word that I like that you said fun, not stressful, because a lot of people have a tendency to think that it is stressful and it's not fun. So how were you able to transition that mindset so that way it didn't feel like a daunting task and not fun?
I guess in my mind, it's more of like a game or a challenge. What can I find that's new to fit in my macros? And, what can I plan at the beginning of the week? And it's fun. I shop at Walmart, and what are the new things I can find? Last week I found these little Jello cups that just are 25 calories and fit in really well, and they're good.
Fun. I like that. A lot of people that do the nutrition program, they always say, I don't know what to eat. I always eat the same thing. I need new ideas. And I like how you said you're making it fun by coming up with different things and ways to eat or foods to find, which is good. And honestly, I might even try doing that, because I'm the type of person that's like, oh, screw it, I'll just eat the same thing and just go with it. But to make it more fun, it's almost like gamified. Let's see what I can find today at the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I love it. That's so cool. So your nutrition is dialed in, you're working out. Now, what I want you to tell the people, in all complete transparency, Jen, I know your backstory. This hasn't been easy for you. There has been struggles along the way, and in particular with your hormones, right? So I don't want people to think oh, Jen, she just ate right and she worked out, and that's why she, because other people have problems outside of just working out and eating, right? So I do want you to be a little bit vulnerable and stress those concerns that we had and how you were able to overcome them.
So I am having hormonal issues. It makes me retain water. It makes me retain weight. bloated. So I would have those in the beginning where I get on the scale and it's 2 pounds heavier than last week. And it's just so frustrating. It's like I'm doing all the right stuff, but what else can I do? So I try to trust the process as the instructors say, and just try to just keep plugging on and look at those non-scale wins, like where I was able to get through a workout and burn 500 calories without wanting to die, like stuff like that. Cause it's not always about the scale. I had to, and you know, I'm not perfect. I still get those days where I'm like, oh, forget it. It's not working. But I try to look at the non-scale victories.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I like how you said that, you know, you look at those non-scale victories. And I remember having a conversation with you is that you have a strong mindset and willpower, because a lot of people would have just given up because they stepped on the scale and they said, well, the number's not changing, and they get discouraged and they want to quit. But you continued, and throughout those struggles, you still managed to, like, you know, get the job done, lose the weight, and stay on track. So kudos to you. Like, I just wish that more people have that same mental capacity as you do, because if they did, we would have so many more case studies to share with people. But I would say, how much would you say, in your personal opinion, from a percentage standpoint, how much of it is mental?
Oh, like 90, 95. It's
For
like
sure,
all
yeah.
mental.
Yeah. Like 10%, the working out is easy, right? So it's like,
yeah, I mean, it's mental getting through it. Like there's those times where I'm so hot and I want to quit, but it's like, no, just get to the next set and you'll be fine. It'll cool down. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Uh-oh, did I lose you?
No, it's a phone call came in.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So let's back up for, I want to say it was about a year or so. It was, because it was pre-COVID. Do you recall you came into the studio and you're like, hey, I want to share something with you. I went to the doctor and I told you, I'm like, wait, don't tell me yet. I said, I need to have you tell everybody. I think we went Facebook Live with it. Yeah. So I want you to share with everybody, what did you tell me a year ago?
So I went to the doctor for my yearly checkup. The one previous was not great news. I was pre-diabetic. I was going to go on high blood pressure medication. My doctor's like, you got to get the weight off. You got to get the weight off. So this one, the current, checkup, she's like, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. She's like, we don't need you on any medication. She goes, your weight's coming off slowly, but everything is going in the positive direction. No high blood pressure. You're not pre-diabetic anymore. So everything was going in the right direction. She's like, I don't know what you're doing. Keep doing it.
I love that. So not only did you lose weight now, you're now no longer needing medication. You no longer have high blood pressure, and you're no longer considered like a diabetic. I mean, think about this. Like, this is amazing. Like, your health and wellness literally took like a 180 degrees in a matter of, I would say, how long has it been since that conversation we had? 2 years now?
Almost 2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Time flies, huh?
Yeah.
So if you had to share with the audience that's tuning in and listening to this particular episode, what would be your advice to them?
Just show up to the workouts. Just show up. If you can't get through it, if you have to like stop and rest, it's whatever. The instructors will support you. The rest of the class will support you. Just show up. It's the community. This is what keeps me coming back. If I have a horrible day at work, I know that I'll have my workout, and my workout buddies will turn my day around. So just my advice would be to show up.
So let's say that there's ladies that already show up, but the number on the scale still isn't adjusting. What would be your advice to them?
My advice would be, I guess, like you would say, trust the process. Don't go back on those history of like, you have to only eat 1,000 calories and don't eat this and don't eat that. Download the Avatar app, get your macro set, and just trust in that.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a small investment. When we're talking the Avatar, it's $10, especially for people that's new to nutrition. This is a good segue into getting them a jump start, right? So now that we've talked about that, I wanted, before we end this episode here, there's some things that I failed to acknowledge since you've joined the Premier. You have decreased your body fat by how much? I believe it's like almost 6 or 7%.
I think it was like 6.7 or something like that.
And then you've increased your muscle mass by, I want to say, almost 5 pounds or more. I'm just going off of memory.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember that. Yeah, it's something like that.
That is crazy. That is and now let's back up for a second. Prior to doing the premiere, you were still consistent with your workouts in group fitness. Mind you, on top of that, you were a little bit hesitant in joining the program because let's be honest, it is a huge investment, right? We'd be lying if we said it's not. However, you took that leap of faith, like you said, you trusted the process, and in return, not only have you increased muscle mass, you decreased body fat. Mind you, let's not talk about how much of a beast you are by lifting heavier. I mean, there's so many different side effects to joining this program in a good way. So when it comes to that premiere, we do offer that complimentary free trial or free session. What would be your advice to that?
Definitely try the session. Definitely. And I would warn you that if you try the session, you're going to sign up because it'll hook you in.
I love it. That's so cool. So God bless you, my friend. I'm so glad that you came on here. Honestly, it's really hard. A lot of women have a fear of speaking just in front of anyone. And, there's been a lot of people I've asked to come onto the show and to share their story. So kudos to you for doing that. Thank you so much. It says a lot about you. You're courageous, and I'm sure this will inspire people in more ways than one. Even if you touch one person, that's one more person, than what we did prior to this episode airing. So, Jim, with that being said, thank you so much for being on the show. And thank you, ladies, for tuning in on another episode. With that being said, we'll catch you on the other side. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thanks for joining us today. If you like this episode, subscribe to our YouTube channel or find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or whatever your favorite place is to listen to podcasts. And if you really liked this episode, please leave a review for us on iTunes. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.
That was cool.
That was cool. Sorry, I was real nervous.
Why? You did good.
I'm sorry.
You were pro. You were pro. So this will probably air on Monday. And then I'll make sure to share it with you, tag you in it, all that fun stuff. And then it'll also be not only video, we're going to convert it to audio as well. So that way it's on like Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff too. So do you have an iPhone or do you have Droid?
I have iPhone.
Okay. Yeah. So then you can find it on iTunes. So yeah, share it. Please do. I think, people need to hear stuff like this, especially those that are hesitant to try anything. And it's always good coming from the person who did it versus us, because it's so much different. Like I can talk about it forever, but they're like, yeah. But actually hearing someone that's been through the trenches is much different. So, other than that, now that I have you on here, Leah had mentioned you going back to keto?
I wanted to talk to you about that.
What's up with that?
All right. So please, I know that it's so controversial, but I was having so many bad side effects. Okay. And I want to try. I reached out to my doctor. I mean, actually like my psychiatrist, I'm sorry, but, and I was just telling her what's going on. And she was like, well, if you felt good the last time you were on keto, just try it, log it and see what happens. But my hair is falling out again. I have rashes that bleed, the fogginess in the brain, the like just darkness. I just want to go back to try just a month of keto.
Okay. So let's do that then. Just do it for a month. But
yeah.
We will forewarn you that by doing this, we can't be held responsible.
Oh, no.
For your in-body analysis if the muscle mass decreases or the body fat goes up, because obviously with keto, it is you're eating a lot of fat, which means that you might, have a tendency to put some of that. So I'm just throwing that out there and making that like a blank statement, because I don't want you to.
I understand.
Yeah. So as long as we're on the same page, but we won't know unless you try. This is all an experiment, by the way. I don't want you to think, that necessarily what you're currently doing is wrong or vice versa. I mean, everybody body type is different. So yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to do it and go back, but let me know. You'll know right away. I'm not
even full, and it's not even about trying to jumpstart a weight loss or anything. It was just all this. And even, so I went back on Sunday, and by Wednesday, I could feel the difference working out. My energy is back. I mean, these rashes are clearing up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm allergic to. I don't know what it's causing, but I wanted to try a reset of some
So can you
sort.
do
I
me a
know.
favor? This is what I think you need to do. And I did this about a year and a half ago. So I'll share my story with you. I don't think I've really shared it much, and maybe I should. Um, so I was eating just the normal shit that I thought was good, and like berries, strawberries, quinoa. I was just chickpeas, like all this stuff. I'm like, it's healthy, right? But I was feeling lethargic. I was bloated. I'm
Yeah.
like, something. I told Brittany, I'm like, something's going on. I don't know what it is. So I did an allergy test. I found a website online. I did my research. It took me a good couple days before I decided to try one of them out. And it was, I think I invested, I think it was like $60 to get the test. And it was a 24-hour turnaround time. Brittany had to pluck a strand of my hair. They sent it in. I got my results back. And oh my God, it came back with a list of shit that I was allergic to. And I was eating every single day. And I had no idea I was allergic to it. So quinoa was on the list, berries was on the list, like everything that I was eating that I thought was good. I can only eat a specific kind of bread. I can only eat whole grain bread. That's it. So if you're wanting to invest in something like that, like I said, $60, do it because it's
Oh
worth
yeah.
it. It's definitely worth it because I wouldn't be surprised if some of the things that you're eating, you are allergic to. And the test is 99.9% accurate, like hands down by far.
Yeah, I think I need to, because I
Yeah.
mean, it was definitely something. What's good is I have the avatar, so I have all my food like journals.
Yeah.
I have all the logs of everything. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted, it was just, I was in a bad place and I just needed to try to go back to somewhere positive.
What I'll do for you, I'll send you that link. So
Okay,
that
thank
way
you.
you can look into it. They normally have different sales going on all the time with the holidays and whatnot. They'll do like 10, 15 or 20% off. I'll pull it up though. Yeah, it goes, I'm even allergic to grass.
Oh,
Yeah, grass. And there was something else. So it goes, it's not even just the foods. It's like, they do all different types of tests from food allergies. They do pet allergy testing and like 2 or 3 other ones. So yeah, and honestly, I didn't even think of it, but by you working in the field that you do, you might be allergic to something at work too. So it might not just be food. I don't know if you've ever thought about that. So I'm gonna send that to you though.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. So do me a favor though, because I have to get going and I can't do it right away. Just send me a reminder so that way I don't forget. And this evening I'll make sure to give it to you.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Let me know, Jen, if you need anything else. You know I'm here for you. Other than that, PT's going good with Leia.
Very good.
Good. Okay, let me know. I know that I told Leia, I pretty much told her at this point until we figure out what's going on with the investors, because I'm still working on the pitch deck. We're going to get them in. There's some other things, some fires I'm trying to put out as well. So Leia's okay with sticking to the PT with you guys. I just want to make sure you guys are happy as well. As always, like anything whatsoever, as long as you keep an open communication, that's the only way we can make providing exceptional service for you guys. So just let us know if there's anything we can do for you guys. Okay.
All right, thanks so much.
All right. Have a good one. All right.
You too. All right, bye.
Yeah, bye.